Hello everybody and welcome back to DEFCON. Today we are going to start a new game and we are going to try again. We are actually going to try this with 3 players instead of the 6. I'm going to leave everything on default and we're going to try not to lose horribly this time. I've been playing around with some audio. I hope I fixed it. I think I found the problem. So we're red and that means we are Europe. So we're playing as Europe. That is a little bit of a good and a bad thing. So we have our radars, which you can set up in your country. And what they do is they detect incoming missile strikes, incoming planes, ships, anything. And relays the information back to your country about it. So those things are like your eyes. Then you have silos. Silos are not... Okay, I probably can't fit one on... Oh, there we go. Silos are like your anti-air defense. After the radar sees it, these will shoot down anything that coming towards your country. So you want to have them nice and spread out. And then we have airbase. It's essentially an airport, and that's all it is. And you can launch like airplanes and stuff from it to go bomb other cities. And we have our fleets, which will have a carrier or a battleship fleet. And we'll have another fleet of just battleships up here in the north. Then we'll have another, and we're entering DEFCON 4. And then we'll have another fleet of subs. And I do them because they all have abilities, and when you have mixed groups, it's kind of hard to use their abilities. Like the destroyers are obviously the things that can like kill anything. The carriers use planes to indirectly attack their targets. The subs can actually launch ICBMs. And so whenever you got them all just kind of mixed together, it's really hard to use. And you see, we have to wait till DEFCON 3 before we can actually attack anything. Right now, we can just kind of move around a little bit. There is no North America or South America right now. There's them and them. So you can see a fleet up here. We will actually move our battleships. I guess we can't move them between. Yeah, that's too narrow. Can't move them there. Alright, so now we're on DEFCON 3, which is where you can actually start attacking. So we'll just go in real time. See, they got away from us. So now we can go, we'll change to the bomber launching, and we'll send 2 bombers. Then we'll change to him, and we'll send 2 more bombers. We'll change him, bomb each target. This one, I'll launch a bombing wing against the inner one. This one, I'll launch another bombing wing. And this one will launch the last bombing wing, all towards a different objective. Alright, so then we'll select this fleet. They're moving southward, and we got another group moving to the north. So that's good. We got them gonna patrol off the coast of Africa. These subs aren't really useful. I mean, they have sonar, which can detect other subs, but it's not useful until later game. So if you'll notice, they launched a fighter. So we're going to select them and tell them, launch 3 fighters at each objective. Then we'll tell them bomber launch and focus 1 on each objective we can see. So now we've got planes attacking them from 2 different sides. So then we have India down here, we have Russia. We're all just kind of clustered together. Or I guess that would be Asia. Alright, and that's part of the game. It's space to deselect stuff. And then we have this, which is actually our airport, which we can launch fighters at each. Then we can change to bombers. Send a bomber wing to this, and then he's launching everything he's got, and then I think they've also like some ICBMs or something. So then we've got all of our stuff ready to go. This isn't really necessary because they won't bomb these because there's no cities over here and there's no one in North America, so they won't attack us that much. So you can see a player 1 fighter. So we will tell them launch a fighter wing against it, and we'll speed up time a little bit. So now you can see that it's scanning and it's telling us what's near it. And then our silos are actually like shooting at them, trying to take them out. We can also send fighter units to kill each one, which we'll go ahead and do. And this is just kind of normal warfare right now. This is defon 3, which is, you know, all hell breaks loose, but, you know, there's not nuclear warfare yet. So then as our fighters are intercepting the enemies, we know how they have carriers in that group because we can see them launching planes, obviously. They've taken out one of our fighters. My primary concern right now is that they are actually, so I'll tell him, take out that target. And then we'll also redirect this. He's already on a target, so we'll find another fighter and redirect him to that target. So now, we've got our planes engaging in aerial combat. They're fighting over our territory, so their odds actually aren't that good. And you see as he passes closer, he's getting fired at. We've got a fleet down here, so we'll put this back in normal time. We'll select our we'll tell we'll tell our fleet and our ships just to attack them. We can also have them fight, and then we've got all of our bombers launched so we can use fighters against them. I don't think there's any subs in that group, because if there are, we would launch anti-submarine countermeasures. Yeah, they're just carriers and battleships. Okay, so then we can continue watching the war rage on here. We'll launch some bombers. We really want to take out these radars, because the less radars they have, the less they can see. Alright, defon 2. Nothing really changes here. I mean, it's just you keep attacking. We're in defon 2. They're still launching their carriers and stuff, but I don't think our fighter wings have been able to really do anything. So we will actually launch some bombers down south to help out the fleets. See, the carriers actually can't fight for themselves, because that's how this game works. The carriers don't actually fight. They can only launch planes. The battleships can kill pretty much anything, and the submarines can't really do anything before defon 2. Or defon 1, I'm sorry. Which will happen in about 10 minutes. We've got 3 planes inbound to this radar station. And as you can see, they're launching lots and lots of different planes. They're trying to take out our planes, we're trying to take out theirs. And now we've only got 2 en route, because one of them's been shot down. And this fighter might make it, actually. As he approaches the target, though, his fuel is being reduced. Because as you can see, his fuel is going down and down and down, and I don't actually know where he's going. And then he runs pretty much out of fuel. And he's gone. So he might have ran out of fuel. He might have been going here and ran out of fuel before he was able to reach the target. Let's see. And we'll just... yeah, he's going for them. So tell him attack... yeah, see, he just died. So right now we're kind of at stalemate. They've got this... carriers and battleships over here. We'll tell them attack. And yeah, the thing that sucks is you kind of have to go through individually until each one of them attack, which I don't like, but that's how the game is, so why not? This fighter, I'm not sure if we can actually tell him, like, go back, go home. I don't know if we can. Kinda sucks, I guess, because, well, sucks for him especially. Because, you know, where exactly are you going? Select. Nuke. And now we're in defon 1, which means all nuclear warfare is fair. So we'll tell him launch nuclear bomb, we'll tell him nuclear launch. So in 148 seconds he'll launch a nuclear strike. Player 1 launch detected. Okay, so this is where stuff gets kinda real. They're over here launching bombs at us. Oh, they've taken out our entire battleship and carrier fleet. That is not a good thing. So what we'll do is we will select this fleet, which should be underwater, so they're relatively safe, but with those destroyers near them, they're slowly getting blown up. Tell him launch 3 nukes there. He doesn't have the range to go there, so we'll just tell him launch all 5 nukes right there. And so he's firing. We're gonna try to protect our borders here, but we can't really be sure if that'll work. Can't use ICBM strikes on them. Go figure. Launch bombers, 2 there. Empty. Bomber launch, 2 there. Player 3 has also launched. Right now I don't actually see any bombs, which is a very good sign. Player 1 bomber, but he's going in so much AA fire he won't make it. So this can actually go from an air defense station to an ICBM launch station. Can hit pretty much anywhere in the world. So we'll send 3 nukes there, 2 nukes there, and we are done with that. If we could send a fighter, I would love to have some reconnaissance on this. Launch 1 there, launch 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. So now we're gonna send our planes to scout out that area. So there's just a fighter there, I'm not too worried about him. Go ahead and launch a counter fighter. Nah, we don't need to. There is one over London, we will go ahead and send one over there. See, here's a missile, a nuke, which would actually be really useful for this right now. But we've taken out our silo. This one can also shoot towards that. It can try to take out these missiles. And all it is launching little anti-things. and I can't be too sure where it's going. I mean, it's probably going for this. And as you can see, it's got that right there. And he might be going for Paris. So, honestly, this one could be a bigger problem, because if he's going for that, he's obviously priority. And plus we got 2 more bullets on their way. Whoo! Nuclear strike confirmed. 3 in flight. Select the fleet. Tell them go to the south. Go up north. Select them. Tell the entire carrier or the destroyer fleet to kill. We can select him, and he might actually be just out of range. So in 233 seconds, he'll launch a nuclear missile. Select them. Have them move as close to the mainland as we can get them. And you see our nuke wiped out that station. It's pretty heavily radiated right now. And you see we got more missiles inbound. They're launching nukes as well, which isn't good because they're right off our coast. More launches detected. Fighters. I would like to launch fighters, which I guess we can. Okay. Well then. ICBM launch. Let's nuke Cario. Conundrum, I don't know. Don't know. Can't say it. And that's all of his missiles deployed. We got the air defenses still going. Radar stations still active. I'm not entirely sure what they hit right there. But they hit something. They hit a city. cities aren't actually that important. You know. Right now, the goal is to just stay alive, because I'm trying not to fail as miserably as I did the first time. He's getting closer. I kind of want to speed that up just to see what he'll do. Speed it up a little more. And you see he's getting closer to Moscow. And eventually, he will launch a missile. And you have a nuclear strike. And then it's gonna hit Moscow. And as you can see, we're actually being bombed by this fleet over here, which is not a very good thing. But there's not much we can do. They did, however, miss the ICBM launch site. Can we actually, like, nuke them? I would love to nuke these ships. We cannot. Damn. So, ICBM launching. He is out of nukes. So now let's just go mad mode and launch against everything. Looks like we have actually hit Cario. Sorry guys, Cario is dead. If you liked Cario, I'm sorry, but they had to die. We now have a missile strike at every city in. We will actually also take out them bomber launches. So 2 there, 2 there, 1 there. You're out of missiles. Can you launch a nuclear strike? Nuclear strike. Nuclear strike. Okay, awesome. Cancel all orders. ICBM launching. Launched at these cities. Put 1 at each installation. Keep bombing cities. Then we got payloads on the way. Turn this into an ICBM launch station as well. Target a few more places. That one could be a problem. Just nuke most of Russia. Sorry guys. As you can understand, it's purely business. And we can just launch anywhere in the world, really. It's far enough over, he'll actually change directions and launch them from the other side. And go ahead and put an extra missile at each of these installations. We've actually nuked most of Africa. I don't actually know. There's an airport. Those aren't very important to us right now. We don't really care about airports. If there's a radar station or an ICBM launch site, then we'd be interested. And there is a missile silo down here somewhere. And if you look here, actually, you can see when it's flashing, it means the missile is on its way. You see there, he's gonna turn around and try to fight, and then he's gonna run out of fuel. He's gonna try to make it and run out of fuel right before he gets there, huh? There's actually like a missile installation right there, right around here. So let's tell him ICBM. Right there. 4 of them inbound. See, the thing is though, like, once you tell them launch missiles, then they surface and become visible. So they actually took out the entire thing before we were able to launch. You're in ICBM mode. We will tell you launch 2 nuclear strikes there. That missile will probably not make it, unfortunately. She's taking too many hits. Any minute now she'll blow up. Maybe. Yeah, see, there it goes. It's out. So let's just watch the nuclear holocaust. Yeah, it's gone. That one's gone. That one's gone. if possible, you kind of want to send bombers against them. Slow down time. You are in ICBM launch mode. You can actually disarm them. You know, it'll... Like, the movie was kind of based off of you could disarm them, because it would be like you would be launching a missile against something, and then as the missile was going, they realized that they weren't actually declaring nuclear war, and it was happening during like the Cold War between Russia and America, so go figure, they were like, hey, they're trying to kill us, we need to kill them first. So then they all fought against each other and everybody lost. And it was like they realized again that they weren't trying to kill each other, but by that time it was too late. Anyway, I am going to let this run out. High speed. We're just... oh. Well, shit. I guess that's the end of recording, guys. I'm gonna say I won that one. Sorry about that, I'll do another video on that soon. Alright. See you in the next video.